Brothers, I hope this message finds you well. You're probably wondering, where the hell's Clay been last week? Well, I set myself a personal challenge, something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's summertime here in New Zealand. Although this morning, it's actually cool enough to almost sneak out with a handy dog and a knife and catch a pig. And that's now on my mind because it's actually quite cool this morning. So I set this personal challenge for myself. I was in two minds as a YouTuber, because it's my job, whether to actually document it or not, because I document everything, which I really love doing, by the way, and I love creating content. But I thought maybe to really get the full gist of this, if I leave the GoPro behind and do it solely inside myself, that way I'm not talking to a camera and I'm experiencing it differently. But then I thought to myself, if I do that, I'll be pissed off with myself afterwards, because I've got a shit memory, and I'll think back in 10 years time, I'll think, what did it look like, how was it? So I actually ended up taking just one GoPro, which I took the GoPro Hero 10, the new one, which has an amazing battery. It's about 20% longer than other GoPros, so that made sense, and it's only that big. So I stuck it in my pocket, and I thought I'll keep it there, and if I feel like I don't want to do it, I won't film it, but if I do, I will. And the only thing I took with me on my challenge was this jacket. It was the clothes I was wearing, and my Miklik guard jacket, which is still got salt water, and it's still drying here. That's what I slept in, and I took no knife, no fishing gear. I slept on the coast. My objective was to go away for a few days. My son was looking after dogs here, and I would have actually stayed away longer than 3 days, but he had to be on the coast, so I had to come back a bit early, come back after 3 days. My objective was to go away, find food, forage along the coast, to find fresh water first and foremost, to create a shelter from surroundings, to scrounge, to beg, to ask people, whatever I could, to try and find maybe a fishing line or some hooks or something, or make them, to build a boat, to go to sea, to catch fish, to eat the fish, to eat what I foraged from. Let's just say I was in a fasted state for quite a long time on this mission, and I got uncomfortable. Came home with scratches, bites, lots of insect bites, and a few bruises. The video will be on my Patreon hopefully this week. I've just started the editing process. So that was what I've been up to. Did I make a boat? Did I catch fish? Well, that will, you have to wait and see. I will release the video public down the track for those of you that don't support my Patreon. So you will get to see it if you're not a Patreon, but it'll be on Patreon this week. Okay, that aside, what I was going to very, very briefly go over was a couple of points. One is, first of all, thank you for those of you that have subscribed to the channel and is supporting it. It is a community-based channel for men, bringing solutions to men. And right now, I've been looking for solutions to fix my old boat, and I have been keeping you up to date with that. I was out there yesterday, and we're that far from getting it going. We're that far. I'm going to just get some new belts made up for the main power, to positive and negative. Positive going to starter motor, the main one, because that's buggered, and the earth strap, so that's happening. I've now replaced oil in that engine after flushing it out, so today we may try and crank her over if I get time. The other point was, I'd just like to thank those of you that have actually contributed to the channel with commenting, with subscribing, and also making videos. The last video was made by Salwan, so thank you very much, mate. Now I'm back, I'm revitalized, and I would suggest to some of you to sometime get out of your comfort zone, because even though it was uncomfortable and I came back absolutely rooted, it was an amazing feeling. And when I look back on it, it's given me a really, really enthusiasm to do it again, but even take it a level higher. Maybe next time do a challenge where I go with nothing and use nothing man-made, like do it primitive styles. That would virtually be impossible. But that's kind of the challenge in itself. Enduring a little bit of hardship doesn't actually do us any harm in the end. Getting out of your comfort zone, getting out. It's so hard, because I have a comfortable bed here, and I have fishing rods, and I have kayak, but to go down to the beach and to be camped out on the beach and looking out, knowing there's kahawai, snapper, and kingfish out there, and all my stuff's at home, and trying to figure out a way to get it. Nothing will motivate you more than getting hungry. It sure motivated me. Anyway, sweet and short today. Smash out the day, check on a brother, and check on yourself, and good to be back. Go steady, and we'll see you next video. See you later.